Welcome, come on in. Welcome to Casa De Paz Montessori. My name is Catalina Murcia, and I'm the director and owner, and I'm honored to get to show you our school today. I'm going to give you a little tour of our toddler community. So this is the environment for 18-month to 3-year-olds here. This is the area of practical life where they come and serve themselves every morning that the children come in. They get their own placemats, they set up their table, they have a snack, and they serve their own water and food. All of this area and an important part of the Montessori classroom is practical life, which is the area of caring for yourself, for others, and the environment. So all of the food preparation helps with all aspects of that. We also have things like hand washing where they can take care of their needs, flower arranging, making their environment beautiful, polishing. Here in this area of the room, we also have more practical life. Practical life should be at least half of the classroom. So watering their plants, everything is at their reach, their size, and everything is real. If you notice, things are real, they have meaningful purpose, and everything goes in the same place. So they have working on putting their socks and their shoes on, dressing frames, opening and closing containers, window cleaning. Then over here we have some of our language and peace tools. At Casa De Paz we follow peace education and conscious discipline. So we have peace tools on our shelves and peace areas where children can compose themselves, where we model for the toddlers. It's a lot of co-regulation, so we hug them and aid them in understanding their feelings in appropriate ways to express them. And we have language material, manipulatives for psychosensory motor development, hand-eye coordination, development of the hand. So that's your puzzles, blocks. Then we have our art shelf, which aids the children again with coordination and development of the hand, but it's also important for self-expression. So they have things like gluing, cutting work, clay, and it's always rotated out. Here's another one of our practical life shelves. So it's got their spray bottles for cleaning their own tables, work for pouring, for scrubbing. Children love water. So we have a lot of water work, and they have their own water source where they can get their own water. All of these activities not only strengthen their muscles, but they all have a purpose, a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it gives them joy while developing their muscles and coordinating their entire being, their mind, their body, and their spirit. Then an important aspect of the toddler community is toileting and learning to dress and undress yourself. So this is a little area where the children can come and practice and use a toilet every day. They have their clothes so they can change, and they hang their clothes in their little wet bag. And that's an important aspect of the toddler community, is they change. Even if they don't have to use the toilet, they'll come and sit down because they want to practice that skill, or they'll change because that's something that they're working on, is independence of themselves, taking care of their bodies. So toileting is a big component of the Montessori toddler classroom. And I'll show you our toddler outdoor environment. So a unique aspect of our school is that we have 3 adults in each classroom. And the purpose of that is that we have 1 adult that can accompany children outside at any time. Ideally, in the Montessori school, children can come in and out as they need and as they would like to do that. So one teacher is usually bringing rotating children outside where they have their easel, they have trucks, things for dumping, sandbox, outdoor work, balls. This is the outdoor environment. We have balls, basketball hoops, trampoline. Children this age have a need for going up and down stairs. They're still perfecting their movements, and jumping. So whenever we see that they have that need, we invite them outside to do that. And this is a small little environment where they come during the work cycle, but for playtime we go around, we go to the garden, we play, harvest, water the plants, and then they go out to the back playground for their playtime.
Hi guys, my name is Miss Christian, and I am the primary guide here at Casa De Paz. I teach children who range from the ages 2.5 to 6 years of age, and here we have our transition shelf. This is where we invite toddlers to come and join us and spend some time with us in the primary classroom when they're transitioning in, and as well as it looks a little bit the same but different. They have longer steps in the lesson, and there's a little bit more added to it to help gain a little bit more concentration, focus, and as always, the materials are beautiful so that we can engage that child and really help them want to do the work. And over here we have our small little reading area and peace area. And over here on this side, this is our Spanish shelf. Spanish is a very important part of our school here at Casa de Paz Montessori. And as well as this is our lizard linguini. Hopefully he'll be around for a long time. And over here we have our practical life area. In the practical life area we include art. The children are welcome to glue, to paint, to cut, to make any creation that they like. I let them create anything that they would like on their own. I do not give them direction as to what to make so they can use their own creativity. And over here we have some flower arranging, table scrubbing, sanitizing. We have polishing work, and on the other shelf, we have lots of other practical life activities like hand washing, egg work. We do food preparation in the practical life. In the practical life area of the Montessori classroom, we use it to help the child elongate their concentration, to focus, to have order, and to really help them gain that order in themselves. And over here, we have the sensorial part of the classroom. In sensorial, it is where we refine the senses. There's many lessons and materials that we use to do that in the Montessori classroom, as well as our triangles, so that we have a concrete understanding of how triangles make up a lot of objects in space and time. Tables, anything that has an angle can be measured with triangles. And we have sensorial, we have the bells, so we learn our pitches and tones. We also have our science shelf, and over here we have our introduction to math shelf. And we also have our writing shelf here in this part of our school. And here we have the metal insets, which work on helping the child work on refining that pencil grasp and the lightness of touch that they need to be able to write and make lines on the paper and be able to write. And we come over here to the bathroom. This is where we have our 5 and 6 year olds. This is the older children come in here to work on lessons on language, aspects of language, parts of the verb. We also have lots of practice in reading and in beautiful books and beautiful cards for them to continue to practice sight words, word families, all kinds of beautiful material and work. We also have movable alphabets. We have our geography work in here, our maps. We also have our chains in math that help with linear counting, skip chains, and also helps with multiplication. And over here we have our golden beads, which is how we show them concretely how to the decimal system and how it works, and how we give all those lessons in addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, long division, all that great stuff.
An important value of ours is gardening and showing the children how to grow in beautiful plants and their food. So we have an organic garden that has herbs, peas, greens, vegetables. This is a fun project that we do every single year. The parents and students get together and we have a work day where we all plant everything from seed, and so they get to grow it and watch how it develops and harvest it throughout the year. And then we also have flower gardens for our pollinators. So we have lots of bees and butterflies that come to our garden, and the children are responsible for taking care of the gardens, all of the flowers. We have a lot right now in the springtime. Everything is blooming, so we have sunflowers, petunias, and all kinds of different Texas flowers. Another important aspect of our community is that we spend a lot of time outdoors. We go outside every single day, about 2 hours a day, no matter what the weather is. So children have rain boots here for when it's raining. They bring their raincoats. When it's cold, they bring all the appropriate weather appropriate clothing. And when it's hot, they also wear the appropriate protective gear. We spend about an hour outside in the morning and another hour outside in the afternoon, making sure that children have the opportunity to lead their own play and have unstructured, open-ended items to explore with and work with their bodies. So here on the porch is part of our extended classroom. This is an area where the primary or toddler can come outside to do art. They have practical life work. So that's this practical life work out here is watering, for watering the plants. They have their cans to do that every morning. That's part of their daily routine. We have cloth washing. So after they use their towels, they wash them and they can hang them out to dry. And they have their tools for when they do woodworking, bubbles, things like repotting plants, digging. Things are always switched out based on the season and the needs and interests of our children. Here's a little glimpse into our fairy garden. This is where a lot of the students and parents like to come and hang out in the mornings and in the afternoons. It's a quiet little place where we bring the students to find some peace, to meditate in silence. We like to hide or wash and take care of our gnomes and fairy items. But it's a nice area that parents and students like to come to every day. Here is our outdoor play area for both groups. And the students do get to intermingle. Every now and again, the toddler and primary will come out here together. This is our backyard where the students come and play. They usually have toys put out on the shelves for them. They have a lot of open-ended things such as tires, blocks, and tunnels that they can come in and out of, jump, sandbox for digging. This is our herb garden back here. We grow part of our curriculum. We have apothecary studies, and they learn about plants and how we use them for our bodies. So we have an herb garden that the children care for and harvest. Here is our animal area where we rotate having chickens or rabbits depending on the season and what the students and families are able to help us with. So currently we do have a few little rabbits that come and visit on the weekends, and sometimes we have chickens. And that is, having animals in the environment is very important for children to take care of, and that's how they learn about different animals, is by having that interaction with them, but also taking care of them is really important for learning how to take care of others.
Great. Bye guys. Thank you for visiting us.